Tansei, hello, and welcome to IndigiNews Live. I'm your host, Anna Mary McKenzie. As a storyteller with IndigiNews, I amplify stories and news from so-called Vancouver Island with a focus on Indigenous child welfare coverage. Beginning our newscast, I'd like to acknowledge the unceded territory of the Nanaimo First Nation. Each Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, we'll be offering a broadcast of our weekly stories live on our YouTube channel so that we can stay connected with you. The Online News Act has resulted in our Facebook and Instagram pages being blocked by Meta, so we are expanding our digital storytelling to include video. Thank you for your continued support. Here are the latest stories from IndigiNews on September 19th, 2023. The following story has to do with residential schools and Indian hospitals. Please listen with care. This Thursday, September 21st, Stalo Nation Chiefs Council will be sharing an update on the work being done on missing children and unmarked burials at 3 former residential school sites. The Taking Care of Our Children Residential School Research Project team will share their findings within Stalo territories, including the St. Mary's Residential School in Mission, Kakalitsa Industrial Residential School in Chilliwack, and All Hallows School in Yale, as well as those associated with the Kokalitsa Indian Hospital. We will be following this story closely. Federal regulatory hearings began this week in so-called Calgary as Trans Mountain seeks to dig a kilometer-long open trench through a Secwepemc cultural site in British Columbia. The company wants to excavate through the Pipsell or Jackal Lake area in Secwepemc territory as it tries to meet the deadline for its pipeline expansion project. The Secwepemc Nation is rejecting the request, saying this method could result in significant and irreparable harm to our culture and the integrity of the land. The oral hearing will take place from September 18th to the 20th. Prominent Tsleil-Waututh member Reuben George has released a new memoir. The grandson of the late Chief Dan George has followed in his grandfather's footsteps. The book was co-written by George's friend Michael Simpson. A big congratulations to you, Reuben, from everyone here at the IndigiNews team. A September 6 report from British Columbia's ombudsperson has found that the Child Welfare Agency misled a youth on what education supports she could access if she moved in with her aunt. After the youth advocated for herself, Ombudsperson Jay Chalk, the current ombudsperson for BC, has made a total of 5 recommendations for BC's Ministry of Children and Family Development. So far, BC has committed to 2 of the recommendations. BC's Child Welfare Ministry has not taken up the recommendations to perform an audit on how many other Indigenous children and children in care may have been affected during the permanency planning process. Moving now south of the Medicine Line, Indigenous land protectors are facing off with a Canadian mining company in Nevada. Lithium Americas Corporation, which is based in Vancouver, is constructing a mine on the largest known lithium deposit in the world. The lithium sits in the basin of an ancient and extinct supervolcano named the McDermott Caldera, which was formed more than 16 million years ago. General Motors is the main investor in the Thacker Pass mine, financing the $650 million cost of the project, which holds enough battery metal to build 1 million electric vehicles per year. The Land Protectors' fight is featured in a new documentary called Mining the Sacred by Brandy Morin and Gordy Day. The full documentary is available on our YouTube channel. Stay connected with IndigiNews by visiting our website, www.indiginews.com, or subscribing to our channel. You can follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok, which will be linked in the description below. You can also follow me at legally_Cree on Instagram and Twitter. From all of us here at IndigiNews, hi, and thank you for joining us. It's a great day to be Indigenous.